Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Dr. Toves Corner. Welcome back to another Gunners chat room. It was a lovely weekend in the Premier League. Arsenal winning their game. Those that are considered rival or title contenders, traditional title contenders from last season, dropping off by the wayside. So that was beautiful. Arsenal going 6 points clear. So in this particular video, this particular episode, we're going to be reacting again to the game against Crystal Palace. We'll be talking about, how Arsenal are maybe set piece SC, or is that Tottenham and Liverpool? Who knows? And we're also going to be previewing the game against Brighton in Carabao Cup and talking about as well the injuries to some of our key players. Okay. And joining me to do that, we have the main man himself, Mr. Johnny-Boy. How are you feeling today, Johnny Boy?
I'm happy to be here. Another 3 points collecting this weekend, top of the league. I can't complain, man. Long may it continue. So happy to be a Gunners fan at the moment.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, everyone is excited, everyone is happy. Even the most, I would say, negative fans online right now, everyone is calm. They're using the usual trope of, let's see what happens at the end of the season. Obviously, you have no choice. It's only like game week 9, but everyone seems to be in positive spirits. Everyone seems to be happy. We got the one goal win against Crystal Palace. What was your take on the game? I felt it was a tight game, a boring game to watch as well. But Arsenal, as usual, came up on top with their set piece. How did you see that game?
I think if you're a football fan and you've been following Palace for the past year, and the way Arsenal plays, I think everybody expected the game. To me, the game panned out the way I was expecting it. Basically, I knew it was going to be a cagey game, dicey game, a game whereby if you make one error, it's probably going to cost you. And Palace are a well-drilled team, well coached, So I expected the way the game panned is why I expected it. Palace came there, made themselves difficult to beat. Arsenal coming off a tough Champions League game. I know we won 4-0. I expected us maybe to have a little bit of maybe legs in our legs or small sore in our legs. And I saw it because Arsenal didn't really start. We didn't really start out well. I know we had the ball, but there was not much penetration to my taste. So, and then we scored through a set piece, easy. I mean, set piece FC, like they say. I remember Arsenal scored. I don't think I was really in doubt that we're going to win the game. Because I think Arsenal right now, if you want to beat Arsenal, to be very honest with you, right now, I think you have to do the best. You have to be the one scoring us first. If Arsenal scores you first right now, I think I'm about 90% sure that we're probably winning that game. So the only way we lose the game right now is to concede first. And when we scored, I wasn't bothered again, and we won the game 1-0. And I still maintain what I said. I said the first 10 matches and the last 10 matches for me, I'm not really much big on performances like that. It's good to see the performances, no doubt. But like me, I'm more resolved because those results are what is going to sustain you down the line when you need it. And so right now, as long as we're hitting our points, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And now another revenge TikTok. We had a list. Palace, West Ham,
Fulham, Newcastle,
Brighton,
Newcastle as well.
They're on my list of revenge, and we're ticking. Newcastle. So we're ticking. So as long as we're collecting our 3 points against those teams, I'm fine. These are games where my last season drop points, and this is collected maximum. Good.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, it is good. It's good because we are also hoping that the repeat of 2020, like we've learned from 2022, 2023. I know we are right now I'm over anticipating because I said in our ROP stream yesterday that this time last season, Manchester City has not lost any game. They won 10 in 10. Everyone is like, oh, Man City are back, and then they went on to win only 1 in 13 afterwards. I don't think that's going to be Arsenal's situation. I don't think we're going to be just winning 1 in 13 just because of the way we've been playing in the last couple of seasons. And everyone says Arsenal's team right now are the strongest in the league. So I have a bit more hope and confidence in that regard. But at the same time, not long ago, Liverpool were 5 points clear right now. They are like 6 or 7 points behind. Anything can happen. Is the Premier League, and we're talking. I
I
was
think
saying how
seven.
yeah. So how I said earlier that it seems that the game was boring. I felt the game was boring, but it's not only Arsenal's game. It seems that everyone else is kind of like copying Arteta from the last 2 seasons, just stinking out the place and just focusing on efficiency football, like focusing on the set pieces, focusing on the long throws, focusing on the parts of the game that actually yield results. No need to pass too much. That's what the lower teams are doing. Obviously, Arsenal still like to dominate the ball and pass death by 1,000 passes. But it seems like most other teams just do the long ball up
Mm.
and wait for set pieces. Like, do you think that that is a sign that Arteta is becoming like a revolutionary? Because when Pep came into Man City, everyone was trying to copy his style, but obviously you can't out Pep. You couldn't out tiki taka Man City, and the same thing right now. You cannot out set piece Arsenal. You cannot out long throw Arsenal. You cannot out long ball. You cannot out dark art Arsenal. Do you think that Arteta is kind of becoming like the pendulum is shifting from Pep to becoming Arteta's era? I know you're not going to agree, but I want to see if you're going to what you think.
I mean, you can say that, but the truth about it, for us to really come to that conclusion, I think Arteta has to win the league, because the reason why, in as much as Pep, people were copying his style, is because everybody saw that his style actually won the league, so that's why they were copying it. So I feel until Arteta wins the league,
Yeah, but
he has to
people,
prove
but a
that,
lot
okay,
of
that his style works. It's working now.
yeah, it's working. A lot
It's
of teams are
working, but
copying
guess
it.
what? We've not yet seen whether he can actually. Yeah, but we don't know whether he can actually do the job, which is to win a
But
title. Yes, we don't
yes,
know that.
I agree. I'm not. I'm
But
not
the truth
talking about
about it,
from. I'm not talking
I
about.
give him credit.
I'm not talking about Arsenal point perspective. Obviously,
I
Arsenal
give him
perspective,
credit.
yes.
He says,
But
yeah,
you're saying like them Sunderland are like second. Burnley, Scott Barker that used to be very very expressive. It was he has changed
yeah.
style and is yielding results
So I'm
for
about
him.
to give him
So
credit. I'm about to give him credit for that because I'm about to give him credit for that because if you notice, most teams now they're beginning to have set piece coaches. I never heard of that before, but most teams are beginning to have set piece coach, which is, and even you actually even see the coaches, some of them when it's about to either it's a throw in or a corner kick, you actually see the coaches actually come out and try and direct. They're directing like, yo, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. And then yesterday, Tottenham actually scored 2 goals from set pieces. So
yeah.
you can say that they are copying Arteta. You can say that. I don't think you'd be wrong in saying that. But like I say, down the line, let's see whether that is sustainable. That's only my only drawback about that. But most teams are copying us now, at least, especially the teams that they don't have too much of quality. If I'm to say that, they are now following the set piece route. So you have your Sunderlands, your maybe your Burnleys, but like teams like Bournemouth and the rest, they're not really copying us. Bournemouth and Man City, even
Yeah.
Liverpool to an extent, they are more still playing the normal style they play. So it's mostly
Yeah.
teams that are reliant on like free kicks and stuff. Maybe Evans that we know that always plays sticking
Then
out football.
Brentford, them. Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
but that's another thing that you've raised a very 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 valid point, because yes, it's a good question. Is it sustainable? Because right now, 11 of Arsenal's 16 goals is from set pieces and from dead balls this season, and we also know that we started the season that way last time 24-25 season, right? But towards the end of the
Yeah.
season, everyone figured out Arsenal system, and we're no longer
Figured it
scoring
out.
set
Yes.
pieces. At some point, Arsenal were now the ones that were actually conceding the set pieces. So, do you
Consider
think that that at some point the set piece FC thing is going to fade away? Because it's not sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable to just be
I, w-
one win, one goal away,
I wouldn't say
one goal
fade
win.
away. I wouldn't say fade away, but that's why I was talking about performances, right? That's why I brought it to about performances. Whether Arteta likes it or not, Arsenal performances have to improve because, just like you said, I don't also think it's sustainable because you cannot keep on winning by set piece all the games. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out a way whereby you can score you can actually score your opponents without set piece. And also the reason why we have to do that is because the moment Arsenal starts scoring from open play, I think it's going to help our set pieces now, because now if Arsenal is scoring a lot of goals from open play, I think most teams will actually pay less attention to set pieces. But if we keep on sticking to set pieces, guess what? Just like you said, a lot of teams are going to figure it out. And before you know, we can't score for set pieces again. So that's why it's very paramount that we have to step up when it comes to open play goals. Maybe if Madueke comes back, that might help out. Maybe Havertz, who knows? I don't know. So maybe, I don't know. But like, I hope by like November, our gameplay changes a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm hoping for right now. Arteta needs to try and figure out a way whereby we try to score open play goals.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I just think as well, like the team is still kind of clicking. Saka is not yet on form. Eze is still trying to understand the Arsenal system. It's not just the main man. Everything's not going through him. He has to also figure out how to position himself, how to receive the ball, all those kind of things. Gyökeres is also still adapting to the team. Trossard is just Trossard. Martinelli seems to be playing well as a super sub, not as a starter. Even Zubimendi, yes, is controlling games, but it's because Arsenal has most of the possession. When Arsenal don't have the possession, like are not keep rotating the ball, how is it going to adapt? Rice has not started clicking yet, and our back four, obviously, they know what they're doing. So I just think that the front five or front six, apart from the back four, need to develop some understanding, and I think the goals will definitely come from open play because you can't just do set pieces alone. But I just think that is because of the way the Premier League is set up as well. Yeah, because everyone just wants to park the bus against Arsenal. So right now you have to just use set pieces because even Man City came to park the bus as well. The whole Man City was parking the bus against Arsenal because they knew that last season that was the way to nullify Arsenal's threat. And it's the same thing that Slot is complaining about right now. Slot is saying every team that they're playing, even Man United, were like all doing low blocks against them. But that's.
Well, you're supposed to accept. You're supposed to expect that now. What do you expect?
No.
The moment you win a title, you're like everybody's gunning for you. So you're supposed to expect that. That was a very weird statement he was making.
No, he has changed his tune. Saying he was trying to give compliments to the other team that because is complimenting the other managers for figuring out how to play against them. So I'm just saying that it's the same thing with Arsenal as well. It's not like I think that Arsenal are trying to. For me, when I watch the game, even though it's boring, I can see them trying to create better chances than last season. They're trying to create chances, but they just met with like 2, 3, 4 players like just knocking out the ball, like every second ball, first ball. So at some point, every team will have to express. Like you said, the first 10 games is just about getting the points, So I'm sure after the next international break, where everyone like the Burnley and Sunderland will want to express themselves and gathering points. I expect Liverpool to step up. I expect Man United to step up. Everyone will want to start be more expansive. Then I think that Arsenal will begin to shine. You'll begin to see more of the attacking threat again and like more goals from open play because in the Champions League we've seen some goals from open play, but just not so much in the Premier League. So I think things will change. But then for Arsenal to be very, very expressive, I think we need some key players. We need someone like Declan Rice. Because right now, it's his delivery that is giving us some of these goals in the last couple of games in the Premier League. And it seems that Declan Rice is injured.
Yeah.
He has a knock. With Saliba also was subbed at halftime because I think he had a knock. Calafiori as well was taken off because of some injury. Martinelli was seen limping away from the pitch after the game. So do you think that these injuries, we don't know how serious it is yet. Well, I don't think I've seen any news on how serious they are. But even if, let's say, it keeps us they are not back until like mid-December, for example, right? Because I know the international break is very, very soon and they will need some time for recovery, all those kind of things. What if they are not back until like December? How is that going to affect Arsenal's season and Arsenal's style of play? Because for me, Declan Rice out, set piece is already it's already shaky, And if Rice is out, it means it's Merino is coming back in.
Yes, the biggest miss will be Declan Rice. I think Arsenal, I know Saliba is instrumental to our defense, but I think Mosquera has shown that I would say, he's like a 6/10, which I'm okay with. As long as
it's kind of like Kivio towards the end of last season. Just like Kivio, that was just an able deputy for a couple of games.
What's come to the worst, self. If you don't trust Mosquera, you can move Timber to centre back and play White as right back because for Holland, Timber actually their last international, this thing, Timber actually played as a centre back with Van Dijk.
Mm-hmm.
The pairing was Van Dijk and Timber. So Timber can actually, and Man
Even Ben White,
Timber
who
played
can
as a
play
centre
centre
back.
back.
The game 1-2-0.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you think you can't trust Mosquera, you can actually play Timber or White as a centre back. So I think centre back, central defense, I'm not really bothered. Calafiori, I don't think it's going to be serious. Even if it's serious, I trust MLS, and then Nkapi is back, so Nkapi should be able to cover up a little bit. And then the only person I'm really scared of is just Rice, because I don't think we have a player of Rice quality in our team. Like what it gives us, the energy, I don't think we have that in our team. That's so. Out of anybody I don't want to get to right now is Declan Rice. And like you said, set piece as well, that's going to affect us as well. So
yeah,
Declan Rice, I think it was like a precaution. He felt something, and then I think it's just too many games on his legs. That's why I feel happened to Rice. When he played too many games, and I think he needed the rest, so he took him off. But I think Rice should be fine. Every other person, I think Maduke should come back after the next international break. Havertz should come back after the next international break. So that should give Saka some rest. Gyökeres maybe some rest as well. So, and then Odegaard should be back as well. So maybe now you can rest. Maybe Rice in some games. Maybe play Zubimendi, Odegaard, and Eze as your midfield. Maybe you put Rice on the bench, and then maybe 60, 65 minutes. If we're not winning, you can bring him up. But if we're winning, no need. So, right, hopefully, the only person I'm scared of is maybe Saliba. Maybe Saliba's injury. I don't know. Because it seems like the recurrence of what happened to him against Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. So I don't know. Hopefully it's not serious. But our squad is deep enough to me. Our squad is deep. It's just Rice. I don't think we have a good replacement enough for him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm scared of.
That's the thing. I know that you can't replace, like, you can't fill everything in one transfer window, but you know, everyone has in the summer, nobody was talking about Rice's backup. Everyone's like Saka backup, left winger. Nobody talked about Rice's backup. And now that he kind of has a knock, I'm like, wow, if he's out of the team, it's going to be quite tricky to replace someone of his caliber, especially even the set pieces as well, because he's against Fulham, it's him, against Atletico Madrid, it was him, against Crystal Palace as well, it's him. You know, it's like when it was off, the corner kick from Trossard was atrocious. like that his corner balls were rubbish.
His corner kick is not even past the first guy. That's what Trossard is bad, man.
Yeah. And to think he used to be one of our to think he used to be one of our key corner kick takers back in the day, you know. Like but yeah, hopefully they recover soon. And
I don't know, man.
But I still want to explore, what if Rice is actually injured? What if Saliba is actually injured? Does that mean that Arteta has to now change his style of play? Because it will have to now start bringing
he might have to, because now you're looking at
Merino.
Yeah, Merino is probably coming into the team, like you said. Merino, so it's going to be probably Merino, Zubimendi, and Eze for now. That'll be the midfield. Or he can also do his. Let's remember at Real Sociedad, they can play their midfield. They can play Zubimendi, Merino, and Odegaard. The same midfield from Sociedad. They bring them to Arsenal and then take Eze back to the left. So that's another way he can play. But definitely he has to alter his playing style a little bit. He has to.
Yeah.
It's going to affect our playing style a little bit.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think so too. But I don't even think Odegaard should be rushed back. I think they should do what they did, like what Pep used to do with like people like De Bruyne and things. Bring him back in the second half of the season. You know, let him be actually 100% fit, 100% strong to bring it back, because we need him for the title job. Yeah, like I know that Odegaard is quite instrumental in the way Arsenal plays, but right now we are coping without him. So why don't you just let him just rest, get back to 100% full recovery, put him on the bench, like deliver that, like get that hunger in him, so that when he comes in, he wants to like smash and destroy the place and don't want to go back to the bench again. Same with Havertz as well. When they come back, let them just relax till they are 100% ready, not like 60% or 70% ready. We don't want them to be injured again, because we need them. We need them. This season is Arsenal season. No, we don't need to rush him. We don't have to rush him back. Why should they be rushing him back? What for?
I don't want to be playing Gyökeres all the matches, man.
Yeah. We will talk about Brighton. We'll talk about how we are going to set up against Brighton. But yeah, there's a 3 week international break. I know he's going to be playing for his country, but it's not like every two days, as like in the Premier League and
Okay.
Champions League right now and Carabao Cup. So we still have some time to rest. And it's not like Sweden. Sweden they're not did they qualify? Okay, they're going to do playoff, isn't it? They're going to go through
They're going to
playoff to
qualify because
qualify.
they're going to go through the back door.
Yes.
They are going to go to playoffs because they did so well in the what they call Nations League. So the
Yes.
Nations League is going to be their entry point. So they're going to have busy games and important games. So he's going to play them.
Yeah, but their manager is going to be Graham Potter, I think. So
Yeah,
they
manager is
might
Graham Potter.
they might be knocked out early and you just come back to London to come and and train again. Who knows? But yeah, our next game is going to be against
Who?
Brighton in the Carabao Cup. I think after this round is the quarterfinals, right? How seriously do you think Arsenal should take it?
I will take it seriously because to me, this team, I still repeat, this team hasn't won any trophy. So they don't. So in actual reality, they don't know what it means to win. So I will take the Carabao Cup seriously, and it's the first trophy you can win in a season. The first trophy you can win as a team is the Carabao Cup. So I will take it serious.
Yeah.
And I'll put out a fairly strong team against Brighton. Are we home or away?
We are at home. We are at home. All the games in October has been like we are lucky to just have everything at home. So yeah, we are going to be at home.
So I'll probably go strong. I'll probably go strong.
Wait,
Fairly
let's see.
strong, and then try to see if I can win the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I want to.
If I can win the game.
Yeah, I want to see. So let's say this is the team that played. This is the team that played. This is Fort Mob anyway. Builder. This is the team that played against Fulham. So who are you benching? And who are you starting from the Arsenal squad? Calafiori is injured, so I'm guessing who are you going to play here? Nkapie or MLS? We can. You're on mute.
So Nkapie comes there.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me bring in. Yep. Nkapie, yes. Who else? I'm guessing Mosquera here.
Mosquera?
Yes. And who else are you?
I'm resting
are you
Ben White starts.
Okay. Are you playing David Raya as well?
I'm reviewing Timber.
Oh no.
No, I'm playing
Kepa.
Kepa.
Okay.
That's my goalkeeper.
Okay. And then the midfield, Rice is injured, right? So
Zubemendi and Nogard.
Are you still doing 4-2-3-1? By the way, I didn't even ask.
Arteta is going to do 4-2-3-1 now, so let's continue like that.
Okay. All right.
I'll play. I'll put Waneri on the right.
Yeah.
So take out Saka, put Waneri.
Yeah, I'm coming. Just give me a second. Waneri, yeah.
Take out and then I'll take out Gyökeres and put in Martinelli there.
Yep.
That's my starting lineup.
Yes. Okay. Wow.
This is my starting lineup. Then I'll have Saka, Rice, if he's fit. Saka, Rice.
Fit, yeah.
This small boy, what's his name?
Max Dowman.
The small boy.
Max Dowman.
Mm-hmm. MLS.
Yeah.
In fact, sorry, take out Norgard and put MLS there.
Okay.
Take out Norgard and put MLS.
Yes. Where
MLS,
are you?
I just remember MLS can play quick.
Oh no, not you. LS. Yeah. So this will be your.
So this will be my
okay. Kepa, Nkapie, Gabriel, Mosquera, White, Luis Kelly, Zubi, Trossard, Eze, Waneri, and Martinelli. Okay, fair enough. I know that Brighton are going to go very, very strong, and I'm not going to keep this 4-2-3-1, even though we are going to be at home. Just because Rice is not there, I think I'm I think it will go with a 4-3-3. And for the 4-3-3, I think it will be the same, the back four that played against that finished the game. The back four that finished the game. So I think yes, Mosquera here. I think MLS it will be Nkapi here and Miles Lewis Kelly here, like this. And the midfield, obviously, Zubimendi has to play. Zubimendi has to play. I think it will be
Oh God. Beto.
Dauman, yes, and Waneri. Merino has to play. Merino has to play.
I doubt your coach is not going to do that.
Don't worry. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. So yeah, no, this will be like this. Martinelli is going to start on the. I think I've shot myself in the foot. Yeah, so it will be like this. Right? It is like this. I think this is how it's going to play. I think this is how it's going to start against Brighton. So that Gabriel can rest. Or he might even start Gabriel and then bring in Nkapi afterward. But I think this will be the team against Brighton. This team should still be able to cope. But it's going to be porous.
It's still a strong team on paper.
It's still a strong team, but I think Danny Welbeck will have a field day and Minte. Because if not, these guys have not played together.
You're going to pick Dalman over Waneri.
Yes, I think Waneri can come in the second half. When he can come in the second half, because if we start with Waneri, that means that man will be the one that's going to start coming in. So Eze can rest a bit. He will play Eze for now, and then in the 65th or 70-something minutes, you can bring in Waneri so that Eze can rest for the Premier League game at the weekend. And then maybe Saka can come on at some point as well. But no, I think he's going to start Saka. No, Arteta will definitely start Saka. He will want to start Saka, win the game. Yeah, because we got to the semi-finals last season. I'm sure he will want to win something as well. So I think he will start this way and then make changes in the second half. You can bring in Max Daman if we're 2-0 or 3-0 up, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, I think this is how he's going to play. And then Gabriel.
It's not a bad lineup, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's not a bad lineup.
That's what I think. But yeah,
it's a strong lineup.
Yeah, I think that maybe you're right that it's going to be Nkapi and Gabriel, because if a brand new back four, it's not ideal. So maybe something like this. I don't know. I'm just overthinking. Now imagine what the manager is thinking in his office, right?
I'll be tempted to play MLS in midfield, though. I would be, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think about what he's likely to do. I'm thinking what
I see in this company, I think it's an opportunity to try MLS as a midfielder.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if he starts MLS here, right? MLS is going to invert. So MLS is basically playing midfield anyway. Arteta is not seeing it as you must start in the midfield to play midfield. If you invert, you're basically playing as a midfielder. Anytime MLS plays, it's basically playing as a midfielder, and we are playing a back three. Usually, that's how it is. So that's how I think Arteta sees it anyway.
I wish Arteta can make it three at the back, but he won't do that.
Yeah.
3-5-2.
Yeah.
That would have been nice if he can do 3-5-2. Play White, Gabriel, Mosquera, centre back, and then play MLS.
But that Arsenal are also very. The thing is, if you play a back three against Brighton, we know Brighton are very, very good with their long ball. Just one ball up the top to Minte, or one ball up the top to Danny Welbeck. Welbeck, if Nketiah was outpacing Mosquera, now imagine what Minte is going to do to him, or what Welbeck is going to do to him. So I don't think he will ever want to play a back three, because you're just going to be vulnerable.
He has long left back three alone.
Yeah. Since the Aubameyang days, yeah. But yeah, this is how I think it's going to set up. But anyways, you guys let us know what you think, how you think Arteta is going to set up. But I think it's a chance for us to go for this trophy, play serious, like win the game, hopefully comfortably, and get to the next round, which is going to be the quarterfinals, and go to the final. It would be nice to get to the final after 3 years with the core squad. At least get to a final, win a cup. That would be nice. That would be nice to see. What's your prediction for the game? Let's round up with some prediction. What's your prediction? I think it's going to be like a 3-0. 3-0 Arsenal versus Brighton.
That's saying a lot. That's total domination.
Yes. Just because the way I saw them play at the weekend.
Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. And yeah, that's true. 3-1 Arsenal. I go 3-0. And who do you think is going to be Brighton's danger man? Who is going to be Brighton's danger man? Who is going to be Arsenal's danger man? Because now, for me, I've always chosen
obviously Danny Welbeck if he plays.
Yeah.
If Danny Welbeck plays, he'll be. And then there's this guy they call Ayari. Ayari is pretty dangerous too.
Okay.
Ayari is dangerous.
I saw him at the weekend, yeah.
And then Minte is quite fast.
Yeah.
Minte is fast. He's a fast winger. And very tricky. So those 3 guys to me are their danger. I don't think Mitoma is fit at the moment because I haven't seen him play for them in a while. So I guess he's injured.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't mention him. So it's been Minte, Welbeck, and Ayari for me. Those 3 guys.
Fair enough. Yeah, and then for Arsenal's danger man according to you.
So Eze, Martinelli, people I expect to play. And then if Saka plays, Saka.
All right. For me, I for Arsenal, I tend to do danger men based on people who are going to set piece takers, right? And now that Rice has a knock, for me, I would still say Saka. If Gabriel starts, Gabriel, and that's it for me. Because open play, Eze is not yet clicking. I know he scored against Port Vale, he scored against Crystal Palace. I still think he's still finding his form in the Arsenal squad, so I'm not picking Eze yet. And for Crystal Palace, for Brighton, rivals to Crystal Palace, it's going to be, for me, it's just Minter and Danny Welbeck. Obviously, the keeper will always long the ball. Will long the ball to Minter or long the ball to to Welbeck.
No, the funny thing, Brighton actually plays out from the back.
Yes, but against Man United, they did not play that much from the back. So I'm just looking at it from the recent game they played. I'm using that to judge.
I think because United were pressing them from the front. I think that's probably why. So they have to be going long.
Yes, and that's how they go. That's how they play against Arsenal as well. Because Arsenal will push up, try to press, and so they just like send the ball straight over the top to Welbeck or to Minter to try to terrorize whoever is the defenders, our fullbacks. So that's how I think it's going to pan out. But I still think it's going to be a comfortable, it's going to be a 3-0. It's going to be a KG 3-0. The goals will not tell the story of the game, but that's how I want it to be. As long as high scoring, put fear in the rest of the other teams. That's what I want to see at the end of the day. But yeah, you guys let us know what you think in the comment section, And is there anything else you want us to touch on before we go, Mr. Joni-Boy?
I don't think there's any much Arsenal news around making the headlines. I don't think there's any major. It was just we've already touched on it about being worried about our whole relying on set piece. So I don't think there's any other thing we need to talk about for Arsenal. That's all.
Fair enough. And on that note, guys, please do us a favor, press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or yet to do so. And hopefully we win against Brighton and against Burnley at the weekend.
So I don't think there's any other.
But as usual, come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners.
Psst, psst. Oi. Subscribe. Press subscribe. Thank you.